The City of St. Louis has several job opportunities, and we're going to learn all about them today. I'm joined by Tanya McNary-Farr with the Department of Personnel, and she is the Senior Human Resources Specialist. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me today.
Yes, and good news that you're hiring. The city is hiring.
The city is hiring. At this time, we have a number of opportunities open for applications. We have positions open that range from executive level all the way to entry level. We hire for all of the departments that fall under the umbrella of civil services within the city.
Okay, all right, fantastic. So let's kind of walk through those. So we're going to go through some of the jobs that the City of St. Louis is currently hiring, correct? Mm-hmm. All right, so let's look. Tell me about some of them at least. I know we can't cover perhaps all of them, but I know we've got some graphics. I've seen everything from lifeguards to, I think on my list I've got on here even lifeguards and seasonal utility workers. I know there's so much more, so tell me a bit more about that.
So we hire for, once again, we hire for all of the departments that fall under the civil service umbrella.
Okay.
So we have the fire department, the water department, we hire for our parks division, recreations department, basically anything that falls under that, in that umbrella of civil service.
Okay.
With our positions, we do have seasonal roles.
Okay.
Some of our seasonal roles would fall within the parks division and the forestry division, with our utility workers, our lifeguards for the recreation department, and we're also looking for a good number of candidates for our corrections department as well. Some of the types of positions that we have open, and like I said, basically anything that can make the city run. So we're looking for skilled trade workers, we're looking for public safety workers, administrative, IT, legal, basically a full plethora of opportunities are available at this time.
That's fantastic. And let's talk about the hiring process, because I know a lot of people get nervous. They'll see something that, that there's job postings, openings, but then they get kind of anxious about the actual application and the hiring process. So what does that look like?
So our hiring process is a little bit different with the city than you would find in a traditional job, because we are civil service employers. Okay. So with civil service, that means that basically we have a number of rules in place that help to safeguard a fair and impartial hiring process. So what a civil servant does is a civil servant plays a very vital part in the infrastructure of running any government or local government. With our roles, our jobs are filled through a merit-based system that basically removes any influence that you may have from political systems. So we try to be very fair within our hiring process. One of the ways that we do that, all of our applications or our applicants are reviewed individually by a real person. So in this day and age of IT and AI, a real person actually reviews every application that comes in to make sure that that applicant is qualified for that position. Now, once we have determined that that person meets the basic qualifications for the position that they have applied for, their name will go on an eligibility list. And that eligibility list can stay open for up to 2 years for a particular position. So what that means is that if a person applies for a job in January and that job in January is filled, they are still on that eligibility list for that next role that opens. So the next role may open up a month or two later. They're still eligible for that role when one comes available. Also, I'd like to mention that with our eligibility list, sometimes our departments may share those lists as long as the position is the same type of position and has the same requirements and qualifications. So that means that a person has multiple opportunities for work within those areas where those lists can be used by multiple departments. Our hiring process, I can say this, our hiring process can seem like it takes a little bit longer than some hiring processes. And what I mean by that, our process is is one that's very detailed within our hiring process, but it's very thorough.
You've shared a lot of that. I want to kind of recap. So currently hiring for sure.
Yes.
You've named a variety of positions, and we can throw up that full screen graphic again that we have that show a wide range of opening positions. So that's great. And I love that you've also shared too, as we're looking at that all applications and resumes are looked at by a human being, no AI scanning, nothing like that. And then you've mentioned that you will, for the different criteria, that those resumes and individuals will stay on file and be, if it's applicable for another job opening, can be reached out to by your department. No, that's really interesting. So we talk about, here we are, City of St. Louis, even here at STLTV. What are some of the benefits we want people to know of working for the City of St. Louis?
So if I can, if I can throw one other thing in our hiring process.
Yes, sure.
With our positions, we do welcome referrals, and our Department of Personnel, we spend a lot of time out in the community, reaching out to folks for roles, and we also offer second chance employment. So I think that is something that is good to mention. With our process as well, we have relaxed with the city, we have relaxed the enforcement of the residency requirement. So people outside of the City of St. Louis can apply for positions within the city and work within the city.
And we're looking at that. That's really important to know, because I know a lot of times people think, oh, I live in the county or just beyond the city limits, and I can't, so I appreciate you making that distinction. Thank you.
And veteran status. We also have veteran status for those who've served in the military that also want to apply for positions. We do give special consideration to veterans as well.
Oh, great. Thank you for sharing that. And when we talk about, we were saying the benefits of working for the city, what do you tell applicants are some of the benefits for working for the city?
So working for the city, we do offer full medical, dental, and vision benefits for our employees, as well as life insurances. We offer for our employees who are full-time civil servants, they are eligible for federal student loan forgiveness for those who have student loans. We offer a pension plan. It's a city-funded pension plan for those who serve the city for 5 years or longer. They are invested in our plan. We offer competitive salaries and the opportunity to build a long-term career while still serving the City of St. Louis.
That's always great. Pension, really always great. And then let's get to the next step, which is somebody hearing this, passing this along. We've cleared the fact that there are job opportunities, you are hiring. So how do people then apply for these job opportunities?
The most efficient way to apply for a position with the City of St. Louis is to utilize our online portal. So they will go out to St. Louis-mo.gov/jobs. It's a mouthful, but they'll go out to our website and they can complete an application online. Now, once they access the online portal, they will be able to view all of the open positions that we have to take a look and see what they are qualified for, what roles they may be best qualified for. We do offer applicants and encourage applicants to apply for multiple roles that fit their skills and backgrounds. Now, once they have gone out into the online portal, they can also come back and check on the status of their application to see where they are in the process, if they're on the eligibility list and things of that nature.
So once you're on, you create your username, password, you apply for 1, 2, multiple jobs, you can continue to come back on and it'll actually show you the status. That's pretty high tech. And I mean, when we get to that point, sometimes people will see something posted or even the graphics we've been showing today, but they still have a question, right? They just have naturally questions. So I mean, who can people reach out to for advice? I know they can't maybe call you directly as much as they want to, but who can they reach out to for questions, advice, or updates?
So they can call our personnel department and speak to a live person. We do also have applicants who want to fill out a paper application or get information, and they can come and speak with someone by coming to room 700 of the Carnahan Courthouse building. We're in room 700, and that address is 1114 Market Street.
Okay, fantastic. Tanya, this is really great information, because we were talking off camera, though, how a lot of people will read national headlines and think, oh, there's not anything out out there for me when, in fact, the City of St. Louis, you've covered all these civil servant positions that are available. And I really appreciate you sharing this information and for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. And we're going to throw that information up for you on the screen one more time so you can reach out. You can explore current opportunities and job vacancies with the City of St. Louis today. We're not talking about later in the summer and the fall. This is today. And so head to stlouis-mo.gov/jobs. Or as Tanya pointed out, you can call the number 314-622-4308. But just head to the website, fill out an application, and be sure to share that information. Thank you again for being here.
Thank you.
And thank you at home for watching. Be sure to follow us on social media. We're putting it up on the screen. We're available on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everything there we are. And also check out our website, stltv.net, that has all of our programming. And thank you again for watching, and keep it right here on STL TV Experience St. Louis.